Hey y'all, how you doing? So I just want to come up here because something has been on my mind for a while now, and I think I just want to share it on my channel in case anybody else is dealing with this or has dealt with it and it's keeping you away from going to church. So a couple of years ago, I was attending a church. I'm not going to say the name of the church, but I was attending a church regularly. And at one point, I stopped going, or basically, I no longer was a member of this church. Nothing on them or anything. I loved them greatly, but I was dealing with certain issues, personal issues, and I just decided to step away from attending the church. So after I stopped going, I was in contact still with the two pastors of the church. I was in contact with some of the members of the church, and everything was okay. What bothered me at one point was I was getting ready to, I was having an idea of a center that I wanted to open for young women to help young women deal with issues of being molested, being abused, being hurt, and just not being heard in what they were going through. And I ran the idea past the pastor's wife of the church that I was attending. Like I said, we were in communication. It was nothing wrong. And she literally took a week to reply back to my email after I had sent it to her. And what she said in the email kind of hurt my feelings really, really bad. And if I can be honest, I can say it was over probably a year ago, which lets you know that still now, if I'm feeling it now, it's still a bother because I can't believe that someone would do that. So I'm writing her an email, letting her know my idea. I'm putting everything out there, everything. And all I wanted was a little encouragement or a little advice, or even for her to just say, well, it's great, or maybe you should work on this, or maybe you should work on that. The response I got back from her, personally, the pastor's wife, was, well, that sounds like a great idea, but I don't give advice and encouragement to someone who is not a member of my church. I save all of my advice and my encouragement only for the members of my church. That hurt because Jesus could just as well say, I saved my blood, or I didn't die on the cross for you because you're Asian, you're Hispanic, you're black, or whatever. He could have just as well said all of that. He could have just as well died for a certain amount of people. He didn't have to eat with sinners like he ate with everyone else. And like I said, even to this day, it still bothers me a little bit because there's no way in the world I could believe that she would say something like that, because after she said it, I started to think, well, in other words, what you're telling me is that anyone that you see, or a young woman that you see somewhere, or a young man, if they're not a member of your church, you're not going to give them any advice or any encouragement. Let me tell you something. It did bother me. It still does bother me. However, I still listen to church. It didn't keep me away from it too much. And what I want to tell you is that no matter what hurt you're feeling, or what hurt that you have felt from a church member, even if it was simply going to the church and they're saying something about your outfit, going to the church and they're telling you, well, you have to sit back here, or you can't sit up there, or this is a designated seat. Don't let that stop you from going and continuing to seek the word of God. When she told me that, Yes, I was hurt and I felt bad, and it did something to me. However, I'm learning to grow up, to speak it and get it out so that someone else can know you're not the only one. Don't let what people say about you, about your attitude or your wardrobe, keep you from serving God. Don't let what people say keep that idea that you have for yourself or for the kingdom, for your business, to stop you in your footsteps. Step over it, deal with the hurt, step through it, and keep going. God is in your corner, and God will take care of whatever that person said. So right now, be blessed. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and know hurt comes and we have to overcome. Deal with it, feel it, cry, because I did cry, and keep on moving. May you be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.